that something that's important to see kids come out in front of crowds and like say, hey, stay within yourself, do what you do, don't play to the crowd?
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much all I say all the time, and just be yourself and trust yourself, and so. But you have to get out here. I mean, we didn't have preseason games. We have to do some preseason games, and that's why teams that understand that, veteran players, they're the same guy every day, and so. If you're flashy on Wednesday, be flashy on game day. If you're, just don't change who you are. And so, but, we were on the ground. I just want to make sure no one got hurt, I want to make sure we practice smart.
Does this environment make it easier or harder to kind of evaluate just because it's not the same type of routine you go through?
I think we're always trying to prepare for chaos. So I think any time that things are different, it's good for us, right? Like a lot of guys, they welcome, something that's different. A lot of guys, when the schedule's different, it bothers them, and they like things to be the same. But the games, you never know what's going to happen in a game. So this mimics a little bit like a game where we're going to travel, we're going to have issues. There's going to be different things that happen on game that we have to be able to handle it.
Matt, hell of a catch by Robby in one-on-ones.
I didn't see it, and I was over here. I was at the 9-on-7. I could hear it. It sounded like it. But I thought a lot of guys did some cool things.
What about looking forward to putting pads on, I guess, Monday, right?
No, league rule this year is a mandatory off day tomorrow. Then Monday now is you can't put pads on. So it'll be another day like today, and then Tuesday we'll put the pads on. So it's a new schedule this year. I'm obviously excited to put the pads on, and it's just a little easier for guys. Everyone knows what speed they're going, and they're all going full speed.
Are you sending them home tonight, or what's the schedule for?
There is no curfew tonight, so some guys will be here. Some treatment will be here tomorrow. Some guys will go home, see their families. It's up to each individual person.
Is the stuff you saw tonight with the guys on the ground and all that sort of thing? Is that something you haven't seen yet in camp? Was it really like today was the first practice?
We haven't been on the ground a ton. I think guys are maybe pressing a little bit. I have to go back and watch tape. I might watch tape and say it was the greatest practice we ever had. I mean, that's normally what happens. But you asked why I brought him in at that moment. It's important for me to make sure that we're safe and not hurting each other.
First of all, weeks in the books. Any major takeaways? Anything in particular?
No, I mean, I like the direction we're headed. I like the way we're working. It's not like it's all one-sided where the offense looks great or the defense looks great and things go back and forth. So, we'll get to next week, and really at the end of 2 weeks we'll start to have a better picture of who we are and what we need to improve on.
We'll do a couple more. Who are you most looking forward to seeing pads?
Really, everybody. There's some guys like Matt Paradis. Like he plays the same every day, so I know what I'm going to get from him, and I love it. But I want to see Denzel Perryman in pads. I haven't seen him yet. Morgan Fox, Daquan Jones, some of the kids we drafted, and really everybody. I mean, I want to see us go out there and compete at a high level.
From a quick look at outside look, how was Sam Brown today? Of course, we don't know exactly what some of the things you all be working on.
I thought Sam was good today. I mean, I think it's hard and no padded days for all the quarterbacks to deal with. There's a lot of pressure because the O-line's not in pads. It's hard for them to protect. So you're seeing them have to handle and slide around and move. But from what I saw a lot of good things. And, obviously there's going to be things we have to clean up with Sam and with everybody. But I think things with Sam are heading in the right direction.
Are there certain things with the install you can't do without pads, or will the pads kind of ramp up the install?
We put them in, but we're practicing the run game out there, with no pads. I mean, it's not really competitive. So when the pads go on, competitive run situations, short yardage, goal line, all those things, you can finally see those.
Thank you, man.
Hey, thanks, guys. See you guys Monday.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. When he threw it, for a split second, I thought I wasn't gonna get it because it had a lot of air on this. But I just trusted and just came down with it and threw one hand. I grabbed it.
Fun putting on a show in front of the crowd tonight. A little different.
Yeah, But stay focused on the grind and stuff. But yeah, it felt good to be out here in front of the fans and all that because I didn't do stuff like this last year.
Robby, Matt said he brought you up at the end as a team and said, hey, let's not go down, keep guys from going to the ground. Did you see any of that yourself, as practice went on tonight?
Yeah, early on I noticed it a little bit, it's not really like professional. That's how things can happen to people, So you know, just being smart out there.
Robby, how would you compare the level of competition at wide receiver this year compared to last year?
I think it's a little bit different, you know, a lot of different, you know, styles of play this year. I feel like there's more receivers this year than last year from like what I can remember, but you know, it's a lot different.
I mean, it's like a deeper group. I mean, what's Terrace bring to this group?
Huh?
What's Terrace bring to this group?
But I think he bring, you know, he reminds me, like, when I look at him, he reminds me of like young Demarius Thomas. That's what he kind of like reminds me of, like, cause you know I played with Demarius and like seeing his film, like they like kind of like similar to each other. But I think he's definitely gonna, you know, help us a lot.
Robby, you missed a day of practice with an illness. I know you're back and good. Is anything major with that, or is it just a
Nah. Thankfully not.
Do you get nervous during these times? Like anytime, I mean, or does the training staff get nervous when guys come up with a little illness?
Yeah, I think, you know, everybody just wants to be, you know, in the days that we're living in, you know, rather be safe than be sorry, you know, so just make sure everything's A1, everybody's in.
How do you feel today compared to this time, like last year, during everything, and how much more have you progressed as a team? You notice a difference?
Yeah, big difference. I mean, you know, it's light years ahead compared to where we were last year, you know. We've already been together and things like that. Compared to last year, we were just like, you know, starting out. It was probably like our first full, complete week together. You know, it's a new team, new additions and things like that, but, you know, it's a lot different compared to last year.
I was reading a little bit ago that Panthers are the third worst team on Madden.
Yeah.
Got any thoughts on that?
For real?
Yeah.
Damn. I didn't know that.
73, I think.
Yeah, we gotta, you know, get right.
Did you have any thoughts on your Madden rating yourself?
Yeah, I mean, it's all right, but I gotta get it up, you know.
Are you seeing Sam get more comfortable?
Yeah, I think so. I think Sam, you know, he's learning as he goes, but to me today, he seemed pretty comfortable. I think every day, like, I don't really sense nothing out of him where he's uncomfortable, you know.
How much extra work? I mean, we see him out here first. We see him leave last. I mean, how much extra is he putting in for what we can't see?
Nah, he's putting in a lot of work, you know. And, you know, we're communicating a lot. You know, that's going to be a big key to everything. And, you know, the first week is a little bit, it's harder for the offense a little bit when we're going against the defense. There's no pads on, you know, with the pass rush and kind of throws off timing a little bit and things like that. So once we get the pads on and things like that, it'll make a little bit more of a difference too with timing and things like that.
So you tell me you're antsy for Tuesday to put him on?
Yeah.
Prior to that, are you happy to catch a break? I guess you guys get tomorrow off. Is it nice to have a break after first full week?
No, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
All right, y'all good? Thank you, Robby.
Thank you, Robby.
Thanks, Robby.
All right, Dylan, you want to take Shy up?
How surreal is that for you? Just sum up this experience for you.
I mean, the experience is good. I'm just coming out, learning day by day, taking it day by day, just trying to get better. Like you said, I grew up around here, probably like 20 minutes from here, so it feels awesome to be close to home.
How special was it to practice in front of fans tonight?
It feels special. Just our fans. That's part of who we do it for. It feels great.
You've got like 4 or 5 guys you played in college with. Does it make it extra familiar for you to kind of have those guys to lean on?
Yeah, it made the transition easy. Come in as a rookie with guys like JC, Joseph, Dennis, all them guys already here. It made it more comfortable for me.
So you're going up against JC in practice a couple, but a couple times. Does that add something for you? Make it a little more fun?
I mean, yeah, it is. Just going up against him. At college, we went up against each other every day at practice. So it's familiar, yeah.
Shy, did having that Senior Bowl experience help at all with this transition? Are they running some of the same things they ran that week?
Yeah, definitely. It definitely helped out a lot as far as formation-wise. A lot of the formations are the same, but it's a little different plays and stuff like that.
Who in that wide receiver room have you kind of gravitated toward the most?
Robby Anderson and DJ Moore. I mean, them guys come out every day and compete. They give it they all every day, and I'm just taking little steps from them and learning behind them.
What do you think of Robby's one-handed catch tonight?
It didn't surprise me. I didn't see him do it a lot of times before I was even here, just watching him.
Is there anything they've told you they really want you to focus on improving, or an area you're really working on during camp?
Just the area I need to work on, just like play as far as like just getting in the playbook and stuff like that, learning the plays and stuff, and slowing the game down so I can get out there and don't think and make plays.
John, how would you describe the depth at wide receiver on this team?
We're pretty deep. We got guys that can ball. We come out there every day. We compete against each other and with each other. So,
I mean, the battle for that 5th-6 spot, how we're going to keep wide receiver. I don't think there's a tougher one on the team. Is that something you guys talk about, or?
Nah, not really. Like I said, we just come out and compete every day, and whatever happens, happens.
I know we've seen you a couple times on kick and punt. How much of that are you working?
I'm working in on punt, on kickoff, on kick return, whatever the coach need me. I'm willing to do it.
In those matchups with JC, is there some trash talk going on?
I mean, not so far. It's all love. But back in college, yeah, definitely.
Who's better at it?
At trash talking, JC's better at trash talking.
Has he ever thrown a seatbelt on you?
Yeah, back in South Carolina, but not here.
Has he thrown it on anyone here?
Yeah, he has. He did. I think he did it the other day when he caught the pick with DJ. Yeah.
What's impressed you about Terrace Marshall?
T-Man, he's a competitor. I mean, he come in every day. He working hard. He got his head down right now, and he want to be the best, just like all of us.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
Shy.
you.
Appreciate it, man.
Shy.